I am obviously a big Pokemon fan, but I'm also a fan of both Marvel and DC Universe. So I decided to make a new fan game called Pokemon Multiverse with a totally new story, new maps, new characters, and most especially over 400 new Pokemon variants based on your favorite Marvel and DC characters. And in this video, I will showcase 100 of them with their custom typings, stats, moves, abilities, and many more. This is Technovirse, let's go!
Shurubat, the tiny bat Pokemon. Shurubat takes pride in being alone. Despite its relatively cute appearance, trainers are hesitant to catch it because it stares them down, then throws pebbles from its pockets. It can learn the new move called Batarang, which is a steel-type physical move that hits twice. It has 40 base damage, 95% accuracy, and has a 10% chance to flinch. It has the ability Intimidate and the hidden ability Analytic. Bat Score, the bat Pokemon. Before attacking, you can see Bat Score's tail change its color, as it analyzes the enemy for the most favorable outcome. It is hard to beat a wild Bat Score on the second encounter. It has great special attack and special defense stats of 125 and 112, respectively. It can learn 4 new moves called Crypto Prism, Magnet Pulse, Update and Upgrade. Spider-Ack, the Spiderling Pokemon. Spider-Acks are famous in bug catchers conventions. It is not only rare, but the web it makes is believed to be special, having possible uses to many industries. It evolves to Spideyautos at a certain level. It can learn moves like Fake Out, Fury Attack, Quick Guard and Mach Punch. Spideyautos, the Spider Pokemon. Spideyautos spends the first few moments of a trainer fight, webbing and dodging. During this time, it tries to communicate that they do not need to hurt each other during a fight. It has an excellent speed stat of 126. It can learn moves like Metal Claw, U-Turn, Sticky Web and Sucker Punch. Lowcub, the Rage Pokemon. Even though Lowcub is well known for being hot-headed, nothing can trigger its animal instincts quite like the scent of its rival, Victooth. It has the ability Tough Claws and the hidden ability Regenerator. It has decent attack and special defense stats at 85 each. It evolves to Wolveroos at a certain level. Wolveroos, the Berserk Pokemon. Even with the ability to heal themselves from wounds, Wolveroos deliberately leave scars to symbolize their strength and pride. The largest scarred one usually leads the pack of Wolverooses. It gains the Steel type after evolving. It can learn moves like Metal Claw, Swords Dance, Follow Me and Outrage. Bulbasaur, the Cyborg Pokemon. After every battle, you can see the circuit on Bulbasaur's back processing. At level 1, it can already process information as fast as 100 high-end computers. It has the ability Sturdy and the hidden ability Download. It has good special attack of 107. It evolves to Blastborg at a certain level. Blastborg, the Cyborg Pokemon. Blastborgs possess an incredibly powerful and versatile blaster, making it one of the most formidable weapons known. Despite this, they are known for their peaceful nature, aside from it being able to learn moves like Flash Cannon, Discharge, Metal Sound and Zap Cannon. It can also learn most, if not all TMs. Roebling, the Sidekick Pokemon. The moment Roebling finds a trainer it likes, it will follow that trainer wherever and even challenge the trainer's own Roebling for position. No one has seen Roebling fly, so no one knows if it can. It has the ability Inner Focus. It evolves to Fletchbin when evolved at daytime and to Night Squire when evolved at night. Fletchbin, the Sidekick Pokemon. Fletchbin combines its incredible acrobatic and flying skills in battles. It summons small steel boomerangs that many believe it mysteriously gets at night. It has the ability Competitive. It can learn moves like Air Cutter, Nasty Plot, Air Slash and Extreme Speed. Night Squire, the Sidekick Pokemon. Night Squire has insanely sharp senses, combined with its rich battle experience. It can maintain peace in a 2,000 hectares forest or a 100-block city on its own. It has the ability Defiant. It can learn moves like Knock Off, Swords Dance, Brave Bird and Extreme Speed. Funkity, the homing Pokemon. Despite its exceptional navigation skills, Funkity often finds itself getting carried away by the wind due to its body shape. It's able to find its way home by following its trainer's voice. It has the ability Gale Wings. It evolves to Talcon at a certain level. Talcon, the aircraft Pokemon. Talcon grows sturdy steel wings that can slice through trees and create powerful winds capable of lifting a military tank. The metal plate on its chest adds to its overall sturdiness. It has an excellent speed stat of 121. It can learn moves like Steel Wing, Spikes, Tailwind and Shield Toss. Hawklet, the novice Pokemon. Upon waking up, Hawklet immediately shoots the stalks of fruits it can see with its arrows. The presence of fallen fruits may indicate that a wild Hawklet is nearby. It has the ability Compound Eyes and the hidden ability Sniper. It evolves to Hakui at a certain level. Hakui, the marksman Pokemon. Hakui's long-range shots never miss. Despite that, it is a very capable melee fighter. It uses a variety of arrow feathers from its wings to gain advantage during fights. It has good attack and speed stats of 100 and 105, respectively. It can learn moves like Knock Off, Dual Wing Beat, Slash and Triple Arrows. Grassleaf, the arrow Pokemon. Grassleaf can grow its body to any shape. Since it found archery to be the most beneficial to survive, it grows a bow on its right hand and arrows on its left hand and back. It has the ability Long Reach and the hidden ability Skill Link. It evolves to archery at a certain level. Archery, the archery Pokemon. Archery pulls arrows from beneath its hair, ensuring an endless supply during battles. Trainers have mixed reactions, finding archery either arrogant or amusing. It has good attack and speed stats of 100 and 110, respectively. It can learn moves like Leaf Blade, Pin Missile, Spikes and Thousand Arrows. Ju-Chirisu, the firework Pokemon. Ju-Chirisu spends time being extremely playful around other Pokemon, while keeping its remarkable ability to summon strong fireworks from its mouth relatively unknown to many. It has a very unique typing of fire and fairy type. It can learn moves like Spark, Dazzling Gleam, Flamethrower and Luster Purge. Meowtasha, the spy Pokemon. Meowtasha rarely shows its true emotions, making it difficult for its trainers to understand its wants and needs. It is a Pokemon that is challenging to train. It has the abilities Unburden and Technician. It evolves to Lymenov at a certain level. Lymenov, the double spy Pokemon, known for its loyalty to its trainers. There is still a myth surrounding wild Lymenovs that suggests if you encounter one, someone you know is either planning or has already betrayed you. It has a good speed stat of 117. It can learn moves like Thief, Jump Kick, Sucker Punch and Baton Pass. Gwenloon, the web-wrapped Pokemon. Since Gwenloon finds it difficult to hide itself due to its color, it goes at the top of a mountain and rolls down while asleep in hopes that nobody can attack it. While rolling, it has the ability Suction Cups and the hidden ability Serene Grace. It evolves to Vivigwin at a certain level. Vivigwin, the winged spider Pokemon. Contrary to its appearance, Vivigwin can be very brutal, sprinkling varying pollen that causes poisoning, paralysis, blindness and even death. It has an excellent speed stat of 135. It can learn moves like Charm, Aerial Ace, Dazzling Gleam, Agility. Scattle, the clone bug Pokemon. The origin of Scattle isn't fully understood. Harboring the same colors as Spiderak, it is believed to be as strong but much easier to find. Because of this, it was often called Poor Man's Spiderak. It is one of the common encounters in Sidekick's lair. It evolves to Scorbeetle at a certain level. Scorbeetle, the clone bug Pokemon. Scorbeetle's back is covered with denim-like material that hardens when threatened, making it a formidable battler renowned among competitive bug catchers. It can learn moves like Brick Break, Takedown, Aerial Ace and Lunge. Miletic, the spark bug Pokemon. Mileticks live and travel in colonies. even with their small and weak stature. The constant electricity they emit often kills other small creatures that go near their nest. It can learn moves like Spark, Pin Missile, Quick Attack, and Electroweb. It evolves to Marantula at a certain level. Marantula, the electric bug Pokemon. After evolving, Marantula learns to travel alone since it has grown too big for its nest. It leaves electric webs for its prey to be trapped before it attacks them helplessly. It has decent attack, special attack and speed stats. It can learn moves like Poo Punch, Aerial Ace, Volt Switch and Parabolic Charge. Sander, the sand Pokemon. Having a slightly different texture and color with the sand. Sander can easily be tracked unless it travels beneath the sand where it'll be impossible to find. Without excavating the whole area. It has the abilities Sandstream and Sand Veil. It evolves to Mudman at a certain level. Mudman, the sand Pokemon. Mudman has the ability to alter its size, shape, and density at will. It selectively enlarges its arms to intimidate foes, using its impressive stature to assert dominance. It has an excellent defense stat of 135. It can learn moves like Minimize, Earthquake, Fissure and Muddy Water. Creepy, the goblin Pokemon. Its creepy laughter whenever it emerges from its Pokeball catches Creepy's trainer off guard, causing some to intentionally release it in the middle of battle. It has the abilities Reckless and Moody. It can learn moves like Fake Out, Self-Destruct, Shadow Sneak and Dazzling Gleam. Dragoblin, the erratic Pokemon. Trainers who have previously released a Greepy have reported hearing menacing laughter from a Dragoblin, adding to the mystery that surrounds it to this day. It has one of the best typing in the game, that is Steel, Fairy type. It can learn Iron Tail, Double Edge, Explosion and Flare Blitz. Sturtle, the tiny shield Pokemon. The outer layer of Sturtle's backshell is detachable, which it hurls at threats. It then runs toward the dropped shell piece to reattach it once more. It has the ability Bulletproof. Its defense and special defense are its strongest stats. Capturtle, the soldier Pokemon. Known to be highly honorable. Pokemon usually ask Capturtle's wisdom for their conflicts with others. Capturtle gains better control over its shield thanks to its size and shape. It has an above-average defense stat of 90. It can learn the new move called Shield Toss. Chestain, the captain Pokemon. Chestain's shield is a part of its body and is virtually indestructible. The only way to go around it is when Chestain retracts it when it's hurt, which is not an easy task. It has an excellent defense stat of 140. Complemented by the ability Stance Change and its move, King's Shield. Meowlnot, the worthy Pokemon. Meowlnot's hammer and shield once allowed it to lead a rally that ended a Pokemon-human war. It is believed that it can summon thunders blessed by the gods. Its ability is Pure Power. It has an excellent special attack stat of 140. Irongium, the genius Pokemon. Irongium is known for its mischievous nature around humans. However, when alone, it often occupies its time in old computer storages, attempting to connect various machines to its body as a pastime. It is a Steel, Electric type and has the ability Levitate. It has a good special attack stat of 100. Ironzor, the technology Pokemon. Ironzor shoots blasters that can destroy the strongest metals known to man. Moreover, it can calculate the strength of the enemy quantitatively and adjust its own power accordingly. It has an excellent special attack stat of 141. It can learn Laser Beam, Discharge, Tri-Attack and Steel Beam. Highbone, the minion Pokemon. Despite their limited combat prowess, Highbones excel when working together as a group, accomplishing tasks ranging from hunting and fighting to even causing trouble. It has the ability Infiltrator. It evolves to Redmarrow at a certain level. Redmarrow, the dictator Pokemon. Renowned for its extreme ruthlessness, this Pokemon rarely allies with evil teams unless it perceives their leader and the cause to be focused on world domination. It can learn Beat Up, Thrash, Explosion and Double Edge. Cyclore, The kinetic energy Pokemon. Cyclores have extraordinary understanding of battles that they can win over much stronger opponents. It spends 80% of its waking hours mastering its Optic Blast. It has a signature move called Optic Blast, which is an 80 base damage. Special attack, fighting type move that has a 10% chance to burn. Cycario. The kinetic energy Pokemon. Getting hit by Cycario's Optic Blast is like getting punched continuously. The blast isn't hot, but due to the friction, it can still cause burning. No one has seen its eyes beneath the visors. It retains the ability Compound Eyes and the hidden ability Tinted Lens. It can learn moves like Flamethrower, Rock Slide, Laser Focus, Extrasensory. Phoenix Aura. The Phoenix Energy Pokemon. After an interaction with Moltres, Cyclore undergoes a profound evolution, ascending to Phoenix Aura. This sudden power surge is accompanied by a more serious and harsh demeanor. It has the hidden ability Pure Power and can learn moves like Dragon Breath, Dark Pulse and Psychic. Lakoa. The Life Energy Pokemon. The rarest among all Cyclore evolutions. We know too little about Lakoa. Aside from it having the ability to fly and manipulate any form of plant. It has the hidden ability Grassy Surge and can learn Giga Drain, Leech Seed, Ingrain and Aeroblast. Stow Wet. The Weather Pokemon. Stow Wet, recognizing its lack of power to change a city's weather, chooses to travel in groups. It grants humans their desired weather and receives food in return. It has the ability Drizzle. It can learn moves like Weather Ball, Water Gun, Gust and Powder Snow. Florm. The Catastrophe Pokemon. To protect its habitat, Florm wields control over the weather with a snap of its fingers. It is aided by Castform's ability to detect impending calamities. It has an excellent special attack stat of 165. It can learn moves like Thunder, Hurricane, Hydro Pump and Blizzard. Havokid. The Plasma Pokemon. Havokid enjoys basking under the sun, standing beneath waterfalls, or wind bathing at high altitudes. That makes it hard for trainers to keep up with its activities. It has the abilities Volt Absorb and Flash Fire. It evolves to Electabuzz at a certain level. Electabuzz. The Plasma Energy Pokemon. Electabuzz takes pride in providing temporary energy sources for communities during power outages. This proves especially useful for Pokemon trainers working at power plants. It has a great special attack stat of 135. It can learn moves like Hyper Beam, Solar Beam, Zap Cannon and Overheat. Snubbull. The Technovirus Pokemon. It is believed that the occasional glitching seen in Snubbull is caused by a technovirus similar to PokeRS, but specific to Snubbull's. Furthermore, its cry has the power to destroy buildings. It has a good special attack stat of 110. It can learn moves like Confusion, Teleport, Bullet Punch and Future Sight. Cranbull. The Technovirus Pokemon. Cranbull has mastered glitching and can now teleport across regions and timelines. Reports suggest that Cranbulls sometimes vanish for hours, fueling speculation of time travel. It retains the ability Forewarn and the hidden ability Neuroforce. It can learn moves like Flash Cannon, Laser Beam, Psychic Fangs and Psystrike. Dazzlumus. The Dazzle Pokemon. Dazzlumus usually looks for tree stumps or rocks to use as its stage, captivating everyone with its melodious singing. Its body radiates a brilliant sparkle whenever it sings. It has the ability Dazzling. It can learn moves like Sing, Disarming Voice, Dazzling Gleam and Echoed Voice. Banky. The Echo Pokemon. Whenever Banky practices its sonic scream, it vigorously flaps its wings to dissipate the sonic wave as the sound's intensity begins to decrease, ensuring that others are not disturbed. It is one of the common encounters in the early routes. It has the ability Soundproof. It evolves to Primeshi at a certain level. Primeshi. The Soundwave Pokemon. Gliding through the mountains. Primeshi rescues lost individuals by emitting sound waves that guide them to the nearest exit. This beloved Pokemon is highly regarded among mountaineers and hikers. It has a good special attack stat of 110. It can learn moves like Hyper Voice, Screech, Roar and Boom Burst. Blue Gel. The Angel Pokemon. Touching Blue Gel's wings can bring anyone to a state of euphoria. Initially, it was believed that this effect was solely due to the soft feathers. But that assumption has since been debunked by researchers. It has the ability Gale Wings. It evolves to Scarchangel at a certain level. Scarchangel. The Redemption Pokemon. Due to constant cotton harvesting from Blue Gel's wings, Scarchangel now has its sharp steel bones sticking out of its wings. It frees all the Blue Gels by scouring nearby factories. It has good attack, defense and speed stat. It can learn moves like Steel Wing, Drill Peck, Brave Bird and Autotomize. Sleest. The Beast Pokemon. Sleest is insanely active throughout the day. That's why the first month of catching a Sleest is spent training where to use its energy or else it will cause cities a lot of trouble. It can learn moves like Bulldoze, Snarl and Fury Swipes. It evolves to Vigoroth at a certain level. Vigoroth. The Beast Pokemon. Due to their sheer strength and remarkable intelligence, they have the capability to construct innovative communities that closely resemble those built by humans. It retains the ability Immunity and the hidden ability Beast Boost. It can learn moves like Brutal Swing, Slack Off, High Horsepower and Belly Drum. Charfist. The Monk Pokemon. You can find young Charfists in temples undergoing months of training by Elder Shoe Lizards. The earliest sighting of a Charfist in the wild typically occurs when they reach 1 year of age. It learns moves like Dragon Rage, Mega Punch, Mach Punch and Drain Punch. It evolves to Shoe Lizard at a certain level. Shoe Lizard. The Dragon Fist Pokemon. The longer Shoe Lizard refrains from using its fist, the stronger its first punch becomes. Therefore, it needs to deliver at least one punch every day to prevent widespread damage. It retains the ability Iron Fist. It can learn moves like Ice Punch, Thunder Punch, Fire Punch and Close Combat. Wargium. The Weapon Pokemon. Some claim that Wargium was born to mimic the functionality of Irongium. Others take it a step further, suggesting that Ironzers were the creators of Wargium. It has the ability Skill Link. It evolves to Warmorogue at a certain level. Warmorogue. The War Machine Pokemon. The region's military unit possesses around 200 Warmorogues and is currently training 300 Wargiums. The absence of inter-region attacks serves as a testament to their remarkable effectiveness. It gains the Flying type after evolution. It can learn moves like Discharge, Upgrade, Double Edge and Hyper Beam. Pondevil. The Justice Pokemon. Despite Pondevil lacking eyes, its heightened other senses enable it to anticipate attacks and determine how to counter them right from the moment of intent. It has the abilities Steadfast and Justified. It can learn moves like Detect, Acrobatics, Weapon Strike and Knock Off. Darasharp. The Vigilante Pokemon. Lurking in the dark streets, Darasharp guards and protects weaker Pokemon and people without Pokemon, swiftly striking down foes either with its blade or taser baton. It has a good attack stat of 120. It can learn moves like Force Palm, Headbutt, Sucker Punch and Swords Dance. Raxio. The Stomping Pokemon. A baby Raxio's stomping is synonymous with a baby human learning how to stand. It begins by practicing with its dominant foot until it gains the courage to charge at its father. Often its first target. It has the ability Rockhead. It can learn moves like Rollout, Smackdown, Horn Attack and Body Slam. Rhynodon. The Stampede Pokemon. Rhynodon sharpens its horns through sparring with other Rhynodons. The intense battles may result in horn breakage, leading to the inevitable demise of some of them. It has good attack of 130 and good defense of 120. It can learn moves like Stomping Tantrum, Takedown, Mega Horn and Horn Drill. Ravenite. The Meditation Pokemon. Ravenite has a weird fondness for libraries. Once they discover a favorite spot, they will camp and hide there, then engage the first trainer to finish reading their most cherished book. It has the ability Cursed Body. It can learn moves like Phase Through, Psybeam, Shadow Ball and Haze. Clarivan. The Clarity Pokemon. During nighttime, Clarivan patrols around its trainer's house checking if any of the family members are having a bad dream. It also heals them of most minor illnesses. It has a great special attack stat of 150. It can learn moves like Dazzling Gleam, Wish, Psychic and Destiny Bond. Phoebe. The evolution Pokemon. Although Phoebe is always mistaken to be a grass type due to its color, its choice of habitat confuses others even more, having been seen in the sea, mountains and of course, forests. It has the ability Wimp Out and the hidden ability Beast Boost. It has different evolutions depending on the evolution item used. Cryoceon. The Arctic Pokemon. After spending a lot of time in the ocean, Phoebes that have found the Arctic soon evolve to Cryoceon. It is also believed that it can evolve by using a rock that resembles that habitat. It evolves from Phoebe using Water Stone. It can learn moves like Aqua Jet, Ice Punch, Vicious Rend and Rock Slide. Stingreon. The Electric Ray Pokemon. Stingreon unleashes either bolts or poison, determined by the level of danger posed by its foe. It employs paralysis to flee, but if threatened once more, it injects a potent and deadly poison. It evolves from Phoebe using Thunderstone. It can learn moves like Poison Tail, Discharge, Signal Beam and Iron Tail. Pantheon. The Forest Pokemon. Despite its huge build, Pantheon is deceivingly fast thanks to its 6 legs. Additionally, it has night vision, which helps in nocturnal hunting and self-defense. It evolves from Phoebe using Leaf Stone. It can learn moves like Horn Leech, Mega Horn, Earthquake and Horn Drill. Magistion. The Winged Lion Pokemon. It resides within volcanoes and is beloved by the surrounding community. Magistion serves as a vigilant guardian, alerting the residents to heightened volcanic activity or an imminent eruption. It evolves from Phoebe using Firestone. It can learn moves like Flare Blitz, Aerial Ace, Horn Leech and Dragon Claw. Starrem. The Sunlight Pokemon. After absorbing ample solar energy under the sun, Starrem swiftly sprints toward the shaded depths of the forest where sunlight fails to reach the plants. It has the ability Solar Power. It evolves to Starina using Sunstone. Starina. The Ultraviolet Pokemon. During rainstorms, Starina flies towards areas with enough sunlight, and tries to dry out the clouds to prevent flooding. It would be left exhausted and would be powerless for a few weeks. It has great attack and special attack stat of 125 and 128 respectively. It can learn moves like Dragon Pulse, Sky Uppercut, Heat Vision and Flare Blitz. Etriglet. The Conflicted Pokemon. Etriglet's gaze is rumored to cause sleepless nights and non-stop crying in children for a month. Some believe it's a curse, but trainers defend it, claiming it just wants new friends. It has one of the best typings in the game, that is Dark Fire. It has the abilities Flash Fire and Dark Aura. Etriking. The Conflicted Pokemon. Etriking is driven by its quest for sorcery mastery. It possesses the ability to summon dark flames, occasionally even invisible ones, capable of generating up to over 1,200 degrees Celsius. It has a great special attack stat of 130. It can learn moves like Dark Pulse, Shadow Ball, Dragon Claw and Sacred Fire. Flashstrike. The Speedster Pokemon. Whenever a Flashstrike discovers its ability to vibrate its entire body, it vibrates when it is happy, sometimes unintentionally shocking anyone nearby due to the potential energy it generates. It has the ability Speed Boost. It has a great speed stat of 130. Flashstrike. The Speed Force Pokemon. Flashstrike can vibrate so fast it can phase through solid walls. The explanation behind a trainer riding it at extremely high speeds without harm or injury remain a mystery. It has the highest speed stat in Marcy region at 205. It can learn moves like Baton Pass, Extreme Speed, Agility and Wild Charge. Luchaman. The Hawk Pokemon. Luchaman is renowned as a peacekeeper. It always offers the wrongdoers it captures the chance for a fair fight. Nevertheless, it gets furious when an opponent attempts to flee from the battle. It has the abilities Rivalry and Vital Spirit. It can learn moves like Brave Bird, Roost, Superpower and Double Iron Bash. Celanter, the alien Pokemon. According to researchers, Celanter were once abundant before a widespread attack caused their dispersal. Despite this, Celanters are renowned for their calm and gentle nature. It is one of the mythical Pokemon in Marcy region. It can learn moves like Transform, Phase Through, Heat Vision and Shadow Punch. Joker Jr., the prankster Pokemon. Joker Jr. sneaks into toy shops, replaces toy jacks and jack-in-the-boxes with itself, and waits for children to get near. When a child is near, Joker Jr. leaps out and swiftly runs away, seeking another box to hide in. It has one of the best typing in the game that is Poison and Dark. It retains the ability Prankster and Stench. Joker Eye, the Joker Pokemon. Having a distinct smell, Joker Eye's habitat is always feared and avoided due to reports of causing different side effects like insomnia, hallucinations and even psychosis. It has a signature move called Laughing Gas, which is a non-damaging status poison type move that confuses everyone in the field excluding the user. Mechs, the rich Pokemon. Mechs and Super Mew are believed to be somehow connected, but their relationship is not yet fully understood. The polarity of their personalities do not help that cause as well. It has the ability Prism Armor. It can learn moves like Payday, Nasty Plot, Swift and Tri-Attack. Mewthor, the armored Pokemon. Mewthor possesses an inherent anger towards Mewtwo, considering the latter its rival. This feeling goes as far as Mewthor disobeying its previous trainer in order to hunt down Mewtwo. It gains Steel typing after evolution. It has great defense and special attack stat of 130 each. Shabble, the shark Pokemon. Shabble swims towards cruise ships in hopes of getting invited to eat with them. It can smell food from afar and would not stop munching until it could no longer swim. It is one of the common surfing encounters in the Marcy region. It has the abilities Rough Skin and Marble Scale. Kingchomp, the King Shark Pokemon. A famous Pokemon for pirates, Kingchomp is a feared bandit of the seas. With just one bite, it is strong enough to sink even the largest aquatic vehicles. It gains the fighting type after evolution. It can learn moves like Scary Face, Waterfall, Crunch and Superpower. Ralvis, the AI Pokemon. One of Ralvis's unique traits is that it can speak the binary language, being able to enunciate 0 and 1. This allows it to communicate with people for them to understand what it is saying. It has the ability Download. It can learn moves like Phase Through, Helping Hand, Laser Beam and Psybeam. Vlade, the sentient AI Pokemon. Vlade has great physical strength to fend off military threats, and can also monitor cyberspace dangers. Some people refer to Vlade as the ultimate warrior of the new age. It has an excellent special attack stat of 140. It can learn moves like Update, Upgrade, Psycho Cut and Tri-Attack. Chimrider, the Sorrow Pokemon. Chimrider is often seen speaking alone in graveyards. It appears very jolly in solitude but becomes easily annoyed when disturbed, as evidenced by the flames on its head. It has the abilities Flame Body and Cursed Body. It can learn moves like Wrap, Pursuit, Fire Spin and Will-O-Wisp. Inferno Rider, the Penance Pokemon. It is believed that a stare from Inferno Rider would cause anyone to suffer so bad that they would crave death. Despite this belief, its abilities remain not fully understood, and nobody seems willing to dig deeper. It retains the Ghost and Fire typing. It can learn moves like Sacred Fire, Mean Look, Destiny Bond and Flare Blitz. Bansham, the Gamma Pokemon. Often confused and visibly suffering from head and body aches, Bansham sleeps 20 hours a day and spends the remaining hours eating and studying with its trainer. It can learn moves like Rock Throw, Bulk Up, Stomping Tantrum and Thrash. Hulk Goro, the Gamma Pokemon. The angrier Hulk Goro becomes, the stronger it gets. Its veins filled with gamma radiation are so prominent that they can be seen through its fur. It is also seen to heal its own wounds during battles. It retains the ability Anger Point. It has one of the highest attack stat in Marcy region at 190. It can learn moves like Earthquake, Body Slam, Rock Slide and Outrage. Asgardog. The Thunder Pokemon. The softest bark from an Asgardog is still as loud as a thunderclap. It rarely shows itself to anyone, only revealing itself to those whom it considers worthy. It is one of the mythical Pokemon in Marcy region. It has the ability Electric Surge. Enthor. The Thunder God Pokemon. Enthor casually raids regions in search of danger. Whenever it comes across an area, it brings forth thunderstorms that last as long as it's in the vicinity. Its mane and hair can be sold for a fortune. It retains one of the best typing in the game, that is Electric Fairy. It has excellent attack and special attack stat of 150 each. Super Mew. The Super Pokemon. Super Mew is known to be extremely timid, despite possessing immeasurable power and strength. It is often observed shying away from fights as it hates violence. It is a Steel Fighting type. It has the ability Levitate. Mewtwo S. The Hero Pokemon. Having undergone the growth needed to evolve, Mewtwo S now radiates with an energy that exudes hope, security, and peace. Experts caution us to hope that Mewtwo S never turns against us. It has one of the highest attack stat in Marcy region at 199. It can learn moves like Mega Punch, Aerial Ace, Sky Uppercut and Iron Head. Amazion. The Amazon Pokemon. Despite its relatively small size, Amazion is extremely strong, capable of carrying objects 300 times its own weight. It spends most of its time training with others of its kind. It has the ability Serene Grace. It has a good attack stat of 100. Wonderzion. The Amazon Pokemon. When it touches someone, the lasso on Wonderzion's right shoulder hurts anyone who lies, and heals anyone who speaks the truth. Its grace during battles makes it a sought-after Pokemon. It retains the Fairy Fighting type. It can learn moves like Swords Dance, Slash, Wish and Ancient Power. Groudos. The Deviant Pokemon. After a victory, Groudos absorbs power from foes it considers powerful. Once it accumulates a certain level of power, it can destroy regions with a snap of its fingers. It has the ability Beast Boost. It can learn moves like Metal Claw, Tri-Attack, Draco Meteor and Luster Purge. Kyogre. The Omni Pokemon. Kyogre can warp reality, wielding control over time, space, and matter. Its aspirations transcend understanding, seeking to explore possibilities and forge harmony with other legendary Pokemon. It has the ability Unburden. It has one of the highest special attack stat in Marcy region at 200. It can learn moves like Dragon Pulse, Calm Mind, Time Warp and Reality Warp. Noractus. The Devouring Pokemon. Noractus sustains its existence by devouring worlds. It sends out its team of Herald Pokemon to aid it in its goal, with Eon Surfer being one of the strongest among them. It has the ability Earth Eater. It has one of the highest HP stat in Marcy region at 200. It can learn moves like Bulk Up, Psychic, Ancient Power and Fissure. Brain Canyon. The Supercomputer Pokemon. It is believed that the purple light in Brain Canyon's body is a processor. It has a speed of more than 100 GHz each. Its memory size is yet to be discovered as of the moment. It has the ability Download. It can learn moves like Laser Beam, Magnet Pulse, Discharge and Photon Geyser. It can learn all TMs. That's all the information we have for now. If you want more, don't forget to like the video, comment any suggestions you have and of course, subscribe.
You heard that, guys. Your support means everything to me, so if we reach 100 likes, we do this again. Doc Perry out. Bye.